CBS News correspondent David Martin on Operation Warp Speed.
I was told to have available the vaccine for all of Americans.
For our story this week on 60 Minutes, we got exclusive access into Operation Warp Speed.
So what's going on in there is growing a virus?
Yeah, exactly.
The federal government's plan to manufacture and distribute 600 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine.
Break it down into small parts, start it, and then escalate rapidly. So my goal, tens of millions in December, hopefully, and we expand into hundreds of millions January, February, March.
Four-star General Gus Perna leads the operation.
Our overall objective.
And he told us one of the challenges he faces is that most of the vaccines require 2 separate shots.
Second dose has to be stored and executed with discipline. It is probably our most vulnerable piece in the distribution.
So in the meeting, you said the greatest vulnerability is that second dose. Why?
5 of the 6 vaccines require 2 doses. And so what we want to do is make sure that in our distribution plan and eventual administration of the vaccine to an individual, that we have the second dose available. We don't want you, David, showing up, getting your shot, being told to come back 21 days later, and the second shot is not there.
What do you think is the weakest link in the distribution chain?
We have to ensure that everybody understands the allocations they're going to get, understand the cadence of which allocations are going to come at them, and then we need them to connect in Tiberias and tell us where they want us to put the vaccine.
Where you're allocating, the code codes to map and counties and cities by how many doses would you go?
Tiberius is a proprietary software program created for Operation Warp Speed.
You can turn on where your hospitals are, your pharmacies, your nursing homes, all of your providers are.
It's supposed to link together different databases to allow Perna to track the vaccine every step of the way, from manufacture to inoculation.
At the beginning of the pandemic, states were competing against each other for supplies of medical masks. Are they going to have to compete against each other for the vaccine?
My view is the answer is no to that. The planning that we've done, the planning that we demonstrated to you just earlier this morning, has the premise of fair and equitable distribution across 64 jurisdictions of the United States. And then we need, in my opinion, the governors and their staffs who are responsible for their states to really understand and then make final decisions for distribution of the vaccine.
Well, how do you decide how much goes to each state?
Well, I propose several recommendations. The decision will be up above us. It'll be a board that convenes with several scientists. Dr. Fauci is a part of that. Dr. Birx is a part of that. Dr. Redfield from the CDC is a part of that.
Can you guarantee that Democratic states will be treated the same as Republican states?
As far as I am concerned, right, me personally, responsible for the mission of distributing the vaccine, it will be fair and equitable across the United States of America.
Perna estimates Operation Warp Speed has cost the American taxpayer roughly $12 billion so far. He expects that number will grow to as much as $26 billion.
People to get the shot.
No, we've been told that we are buying the vaccine, right? So we've already purchased the vaccine if we're going to distribute it. And people who are insured, insurance companies will pay for the administration costs. People who are uninsured, the Secretary of Health and Human Services is working with CMS, and they've established a policy that uninsured people will have the vaccine available to them. The goal, of course, is that all people have access to the vaccine, no matter where they are in America or what their status is financially.
So you're not going to be out of pocket any money getting a shot, but since these are taxpayer dollars, you're going to pay for the vaccine. You've seen the polls that show an increasing number of Americans who are expressing doubt about taking the vaccine. Does it got an issue?
It does. us. If we produce this vaccine and we distribute it to the American people and we lose their confidence and they don't take it, shame on us.
You can manufacture a vaccine, but how do you manufacture trust?
It's a leadership thing. I will be standing in the line, right, when the vaccine comes out.
Fucking liar. Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakodash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, and blessings and salutations to the hopeful light. Those in the gospel of God, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. This is different segments from 60 Minutes to Operation Warp Speed near Pinnacle of Mission. Okay, Pinnacle means the top, alright, or completion, so to speak, of this agenda of distributing the jab, starting for you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans first, which you are the Israelites. This guy's basically on here lying through his teeth and basically telling you in a roundabout way that they're going to take you out. Remember, he said discipline, and this had to be done with discipline, all right, meaning that the mission they adhere to, they have to see this thing to the end, okay, meaning you can't get all lackadaisical, you can't get all bottled in your feelings because you're doing this to your own people, the American people, which in many cases, who even said that the American military is going to be the one that's distributing this? This could be UN troops that is disguised in a form of American troops, because we know that most, well, I won't say most, but a lot of so-called military people are so-called patriotic, you know, and they don't really believe in tyranny. They believe in their First and Second Amendment rights to bear arms and freedom of speech. So to do this, either they under some heavy medication, or which cause them to be brainwashed, or they just a bunch of tyrants, or they can be UN troops disguised as American troops. I mean, you got to think outside the box a little bit. You know, we're not telling brothers to be simple and say that's a definitive thing, but I mean, you can't put anything past the devil. You know, you pay attention to everything that he's saying. This is something that they want to start doing as early as next month. And what our Lord say, pray that your flight be not in winter, nor on a Sabbath day. All right, so looking like they're getting ready to pull this off in the winter time, and it's no coincidence that we've been having all these 70, 80 degree days in November. All right, usually when you have temperatures like that, 9 times out of 10 you're getting ready to hit a down spiral, a cold front. So who knows, man, what it's going to be next one? Who knows what the weather is going to be? You know, Lord's will, it don't be too cold, but then again, hey, you know, this is the time of Jacob's trouble. So when they administer the jab, all right, and also when they administer the chip, we believe they're going to go hand in hand, because he said 600 million, which is roughly 350 million people in the United States. So if we say 600 million, that can very well mean that 300 million of those jabs and 300 million of the RFID chip, because they go hand in hand. So it's something they're not really telling you, you know. And then again, redacting on everything and looking back, this jab have that nano gel in it that allows you to be hooked up to the Internet of Things, so you can be traced. So that second dose may very well be the chip. All right, because if you look at it and you put 2 and 2 together, really, if you think about getting the chip, it's the same concept as getting the shot. It's all done by a hypodermic needle, okay? It's inserted under the skin. It's the same concept as going to get a flu shot. That's the same concept with the mark of the beast. Same concept. Nothing more, nothing different. And just one deals with medicine, and the other one, well, I won't say medicine. Fucking calling me. I say one deals with so-called medicine, poisons, you know, and then the other one deals with being able to track you. So it makes a lot of sense why people are gonna have to get a follow-up jab, because after they stick you with the first one, you're gonna be set up for the second one, which is the chip, possibly. And you know, brothers been bringing out that if you accept the jab, 9 times out of 10 you accept the chip. And that's one thing you don't want. If you take that chip, you're going to be destroyed. And I believe that if you do accept the jab, it's going to dumb you down to the point that you are going to accept the chip. Because of one doctor or some type of whistleblower, she bought it out and she said she brought it out. She basically stated that this does away with the God gene in you, and you pretty much become like in a comatose type state, and you're susceptible to all types of programming. So it's basically like somebody just injected cyanide into your brain, and you just become like a melting ice cream bar, man. You know. And after that, they can have their way with you. So ain't no telling what this technology is gonna do to you. That's why we tell brothers, man, you can't take it. Don't take it. Like the scriptures say, be thou faithful unto death, I will give thee a crown of life. So, hey, brothers, like Elder D-Mash said, he said, look, man, he said, expect or don't expect, but be in your mindset that you can die. And you can't let that deter you. You can't let that startle your faith. And that's the spirit of this truck. Got 44 behind in front of me, license plate 044. I've been saying that number all day today. That's how you know the angels are here and they're dealing. Call Allah, how about you, how shy, man. I'm like, the Lord has been showing me that number every day for the last month and a half. Like, it's crazy. Sometimes numerous times a day. And that's a faith booster, man. That shows you right there. That goes into my last lesson. No matter what you feel and how broken down you are, the Lord still make a way to escape, man. Again, 444. Call Allah, how about you, how shy, brothers. Because this thing is done through the sincerity of your mind, your heart. That's what the Lord is looking at. You're going to fuck up, yeah. Keep getting up and keep pushing. Because all these shows we're doing, hey, I look at it as spiritual banknotes, man. I need as much money I can get to even be able to somewhat be in considering for getting on a chariot. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I ain't got the money to buy the ticket. None of us do. But I'm not in. I don't have the if the ticket to get on a chariot, and I say this in a spiritual sense, is 500 million pounds of gold. I ain't got that. All right, I'm trying to get my first meal, and I ain't got that, So I'm hoping the Lord, is a spiritual credit score that I'm at least at a 620, that He can at least approve my application, So these shows are spiritual bank notes because people are eating off these shows, man. These shows that you brothers do. Even though you may not feel it, this holds a lot of weight. These are heavy things you're doing. This is a very noble thing that you're doing, so don't give up. These shows are not going unaccounted for, brothers. I promise you that, man. We just read in Hebrews 6 that the Lord will tell you that you labor towards the love of His name. Your works are not going to go unaccounted for. Much is given, much required. Keep pushing. But anyway, so yeah, they getting ready to come down with great wrath, like Elder D-Mash said. He said, look, man, be in the mindset that you can die. Expect that shit. Not expect it. Don't be thinking death. But it's very possible that you can lose your life in this, because one truly never dies for real. You're just separated from body and spirit. You're transferred from one form of energy to the next. So the Lord puts you back in the body. That's it. Yeah, going through a death phase, if you're going through it, is pretty startling because it's emotional. You're like, oh, you're thinking about your family, how they gonna feel. That's the most thing outside of the pain of death. You're getting shot up or some more torture. But other than that, it's really emotional. That's why most people are hurt, because the emotional content behind death. You leaving the world and you leaving people that you cared about behind. That's the most really disturbing part. But outside of that, if there was no emotional attachments to death, it wouldn't be such a bad thing. Because honestly, to be honest with you, man, the Lord even said, man, to die is a good thing. It says, the Lord take pleasure in the death of His saints, roughly paraphrasing. But somebody that's not spiritual, they bug out at that. God want us to die? The Lord likes the sacrifice you do towards His word, man. It's a noble thing that if you get put to death for this word, meaning you was a threat to this man, okay? And that's what you want to be. Spiritually, should I say. Until the Lord give us the spiritual power. But anyway, they're getting ready to do their thing, man. You brothers out there, you very well know. We've very well been speaking on this thing for years, man. Apostles, 30 years plus. Some brothers 5 years, 6 years. Some of us 10 plus. And it don't stop here. We got to keep going. All right? So this is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time, brother. So, hey, keep that in mind, man. This man know he's on his way out of here. That's why he's bugging out. This is why, hey, they bypassed the test. They said, hell with this. We just gonna get the job in motherfuckers, man. You know, the hell with the test, we're gonna jab you. You get the test at your own leisure. You know, and we've been saying that like about a month and a half ago. I called my job out on their bullshit, you know, because, you know, they be trying to tell you on a case-by-case basis, you know, because at the end of the day, they ain't nothing but a bunch of damn demons anyway. So I'm like, hey, so it's going to be required for us to get vaccinated? Crickets, you know, oh no, we don't think anybody's going to make anybody take a vax. And my supervisor, oh, if they do that, I'd be the first to not do it. Yeah, right, motherfucker. You've been with this company 20 years, man, got a heavy-ass retirement. Nigga, you gonna take that, you gonna take that shot. Especially when they threaten your diabetes too. You gonna fold, man. You know, so now that this stuff is in the news, they try to sneak an email in there talking about these different states, how they gonna team up with these different parameters and make this thing, you know, something that you have to do. So we ain't stupid, man. We already know what the hell is going on here, man. Be ignorant if you want to, bro, you know? Because a lot of jakes out here, they make themselves become ignorant and stupid just because, you know. Jake do that shit because he want to have an excuse to say, oh, I didn't know. You ain't got that excuse, Jake. You know, because you do know. It's too many videos being pumped forward. The Lord is cold. He's perfect in all his work. He ain't finna allow you to get away with that. Well, I ain't know, nobody told me. Bullshit. You just chose not to listen to it. So when they come in and blow your goddamn door off the hinges and you see that nightstick bouncing across your damn forehead, man, hey, that's on you. Because we told you simpletons what's going to happen. Now it's happening, man. Prophet spoken in existence. It's happening. Because the Lord told us to do it. You know? So we at those times, brethrens. But anyway, it says, for the devils come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time. This man is going to come down and he's going to bring the noise to you, man. It ain't going to be some, you know, mouse sauce type thing. No, he's going to bring it. And he's going to up the chamber. You know? It seems all mild and cool now, you know, but I'm like, it's just going to intensify. That's all it's going to do. It's just going to continue to intensify until it just, to the point it's unbearable. You know, it's going to be levels to what they're going to do, man. And it's to the point that if you ain't got the Lord on your side, there's no way out. That's why we're begging and pleading, man. You know, have mercy on us. For real, we don't want to be destroyed out here. You don't even really want to be in their hands. Even if you have to become a martyr, whatever you want to call it, but still, you don't even want to have to deal with even getting caught up by them. But if that's the Lord's will, then so be it, you know. It is what it is. But ultimately, brothers, we gonna be okay. You know, once again, the scriptures say, be thou faithful unto death, I will give thee a crown of life. And these people are fucking idiots, man. That's why I'm glad, actually, this is a beautiful time we living in. Because honestly, these people just need death. They need destruction. These people are idiots, if I ever known them. They can't drive. They're not competent enough to even focus on what they need to do. These people are just walking mindless zombies, man. And they deserve exactly what's going to happen to them. These people deserve to get the C shot, man. They deserve it. You know? So the hell with these freaking clowns out here, man. These people deserve every bit of hell that Yahweh Shem Shah is going to bring upon them. You know, because you people are fucking out your goddamn minds, man. I can't stand you people. You know, honestly, it can't come quick enough. But anyways, I'm going to just shut it down here. I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. And with that, Shalom and above all, Lord's will you edified. Shalom.